Hi everyone, this is Patti Digh, and I'm joined by my friends Jen Louden and Susan Piver. We're having a great time talking to each other on Skype. And one of the reasons that we're talking is that we're doing some planning and finalizing things for a retreat that we're doing on writing in Boston, September 23rd and 24th. This is the second one that we've done together. We had such a great time and such great response from the first one. And we put a question out on Twitter and Facebook just to see what are some of the questions that people have about their writing practice, about writing in general. And we know that there were a couple themes that came out. One of them was fear, and one of them was this idea of choosing. How do I choose what to write about? So I'm going to pose this question to Jen first, I think. Jen, one of the questions was, I go out on a walk and I have all these great ideas, and I come back and I've sort of lost them. So what ideas do you have for the folks who are coming up with great things to write about and then don't know how to follow through with that?
That happens to me all the time, so a few different things to try. One is take your smartphone with you, or a pad, or index cards, and write down the phrases and the ideas. I've always said the difference between a genius is a genius gets out of the hot shower and writes the idea down. The non-genius never gets out. So, take it with you. Treat those ideas as precious. Treat your thoughts as precious and capture them. And it takes practice to do that. And you can get out of the practice and then you'll get in again. It's one of the things that Susan will be talking about at the retreat is beginning again. Another thing is for those of us who did drugs as kids, which none, of course, of us did, and you would think that those great ideas you were having when you smoked that joint were so incredible, and the next morning you read them and they were stupid. Well, sometimes that happens now, too, on our walks. Sometimes those ideas aren't that brilliant, and it's okay that they don't become anything. Instead, what I like to think is, that energy is there. That means that I want to write. So I like to honor that energy, and whatever's coming now on the page is what's coming now.
That's great. That's great. How about you, Susan, about that or this idea that Jen mentioned of starting again?
Yeah. Well, just quickly on the how do you capture something that you thought was there but then seems to disappear when you actually start writing? I have two thoughts. One is it's completely okay to write the most stupid thing that you possibly can, that may not even be what you thought seemed so brilliant and clear in your mind. Actually try to write it as stupidly and awkwardly as possible. Just get something on the page, and then the writing goddesses sort of come to your aid at a certain point, or not, but usually they do, and you sort of find that doorway again to that inspiration that you had. And then as a meditator, and I will be teaching meditation at our workshop, which I'm really looking forward to because I think it's a fantastic adjunct to writing. It really helps with fear and retaining ideas. As a meditator, you sort of think, well, I'm practicing meditation. I just had a great idea for writing, but I'm not supposed to think about it because I'm supposed to let thoughts go. God, that was a good idea. What do I do? So this is my secret, completely unauthorized trick for remembering ideas when I'm supposed to be thinking about nothing. And that is, I get the idea, and I'm putting it in my thumb. So I think of the idea simultaneously while I look at my thumb. I'm not kidding. And I put it there, and then I do forget about it. And then when I go back to my desk and I look at it, I swear to God, 8 times out of 10, it's there.
That's fantastic. You're not menopausal, evidently, because when you get to my stage of life, not only do you not know the idea, but you don't know what your thumb is. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
I didn't tell you I don't have ideas stored in my kneecaps and my ears and my fingernails and fingernails. But in terms of starting over, just quickly, there is no difference between starting over and writing regularly because it is always starting over. So if you think that it's been so long, I'm rusty, we all are starting, each of us, and I hope I can speak for all three of us by saying that each time you sit there to work, it's really starting over. So it's just a matter of being brave and being happy to look foolish and starting to put words down. When in doubt, put words on paper or computer screen, and the rest will take care of itself.
That's great.
That's been my experience. Do you, Patti, have anything you would add to that?
No, I think that's beautiful. That gives me great hope for myself, really. I mean, and this is why I love working with the two of you, because there's such wisdom that comes in a very short period of time. So I loved our time together before in Portland, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the two of you in Boston. If you're interested in starting again, if you're interested in walking toward the fear that you have about your writing, if you'd like to come and teach us, because I think that's a big part of this retreat for us as well, we'd love to have you join us. The information about registration is below this video, and we'd love to see you in Boston on September 23rd and 24th. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Susan.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.